Hi, good day fellas. Today I want to share with you guys the type of terrariums that we have and how do we take care of it. Okay, so usually when we set up the terrariums, we will choose the type of plants that we want inside the terrariums. Okay, so over here, the one on the left side, we set up with the bonsai plant, and the one on the right side, we set up with a lot of varieties of leafy plants. Okay, so as we know that the plants require sunlight to carry on photosynthesis. Okay, so the plants can grow healthy. Okay, so the locations that suitable to set up the terrariums, okay, is either near the window that you have natural lighting. Okay, it don't have to be direct sunlight, it just indirect sunlight will do. But if let's say you have a space that don't have any sunlight, how can you do it? Okay, so this is an example that you can do to set up your terrariums with an artificial lighting. Okay, with an artificial lighting, the plants can grow healthy as well. Okay, so the next thing is, how do we water the plants? Okay, when do we need to water the plants? Okay, so you can observe below of these terrariums. Okay, so how do we set up here is we have the lacquer ball as a base. Okay, so you can observe here there are no any water retained over here, meaning that all the water is inside the soil. Okay, the plants are taking up the water. Okay, so when we see this, okay, we can actually know that it's about time to water the terrariums. Okay, so you can either take this. Okay, so when we water the terrariums, okay, we just press the bottle, okay, to water the center of the plants, okay, truly. Okay, but remember that we don't overwater it as well. Okay, so you just water lah, huh? Okay, water the leaves everywhere. Okay, include the moss as well. Okay, so how often do we need to water our terrariums? Okay, it depends where do you put your terrariums. Okay, if let's say it's in an indoor aircon area, is about 2 to 3 days. Okay, you can always observe below of the terrariums, okay, whether they are out of moisture. If let's say it's out of moisture, meaning you can give it a little bit of water. Okay, if let's say you want to water it every day, can you do so? I won't recommend that. Okay, unless you are using this one, the spray one. Okay, when you are using the spray, it's not really water truly into the roots, but it just gives a moisture to the terrariums. Okay, so this is suitable for the terrariums that have a lot of like moss inside. Okay, so you can always spray a bit of water, okay, to retain the moisture inside the terrarium. Okay, so if let's say you say, oh, I'm going outstation for a few days, so how am I going to water my plants? Okay, so we do provide an transparent acrylic panel. You can use this as a lid. Okay, you can always put on top. Okay, so this helps to retain the moisture within the terrarium. But one of the cons of it is the wooden elements or the stone inside will get algae or mosses when you cover it up for too long. Okay, so if let's say you are going outstation, so this lid, okay, you can always cover up. Okay, make sure there are moisture inside. Okay, because when you are turning on the lights, okay, it might create heat inside the terrariums. Okay, so when it's sufficient moisture, so it can create its own cycles to help the terrariums to remain healthy. Okay, and also a full cycle of the ecosystem. Okay, I hope this 5 minutes, okay, help you understand more about how to taking care of terrariums and the types of terrariums. Okay, so any problems you can always contact me. Okay, I'll help my best to answer your questions. Okay, hope to see you guys next time. Bye.